Hi guys, Charles Peterson here with a brief overview of a simplified marketing funnel. If you're new to internet marketing, you can look at it as a peek of how you should leverage the power of the internet for long-term success in your business. Throughout the process, there are maybe a few things that you may get stuck on. That's why I have detailed videos going over each of the essential parts of the process below. Things that are important, like how to buy and forward domain names, name service, and hosting your domain. Installing a website, which is your central nervous center, which is usually your blog, to your host. And also installing and customizing your blog. Simple WordPress basics. I would think there's about at least 50 or 60 plugins that you need to basically have your blog working to maximum efficiency. Also, understanding autoresponders, and autoresponders are very, very important. I mean, an autoresponder is your business. I always say there's three things that you need in your business, which is a domain name, a hosting account, and an autoresponder. That autoresponder is continue to actually market to your prospects. I don't care if it's 10 or 10,000. Your autoresponders continue to market to them on a daily basis without you having to be there. Let's face it, you could have a big, huge list that you bought somewhere, and I can get a list out of the telephone book. It doesn't really mean anything. It's the relationship that you build with that list. And the autoresponder is going to help you to provide that relationship by constantly giving valuable information and tidbits on a daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you have it set up. But basically, it's helping you to build a relationship that you can actually market to them. They get to know you a little bit more intimately. You get to market them from a unique selling position. And I also want to show you how to create a capture page, because basically that's, as I will go into a little bit later, that's the doorway to your business. And you want to be able to customize it, so you're just not like the other 10,000 replicated sites out there. This is being uniquely to you, branding you. An intro to search and optimization, social media, video marketing, how to add video to your blog. Like I said, you can start wherever you need to, but there'll be links on each one so that you don't have to get stuck. And also intro to pay-per-click marketing if that's new to you as well. Now, let's get started. Now remember, this is not written in stone. There are many variations. This is just a basic structure that I use. And like I said, what's great about this is you put the work in up front, right, once, and you can continue to reap the benefits till the end of time. So now, let's think about what are you trying to do is automate the process of promoting your brand and what you have to offer to as many potential prospects and clients as possible on autopilot by leveraging the power of the internet. Once set up properly, you can get targeted traffic and conversions, which is what it's really all about, isn't it? Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect before you take the show on the road. You will tweak it and perfect it along the way, just as I will continue to update and add more info to this site as time goes on. Now, let's say you have a traditional business. Now, I'm not a great artist here, so you just have to bear with me. But let's say you have a business. It could be a shoe store and a grocery store, auto shop, whatever it is. But in that, now, basically your door is open for business. Now, what do you have to do? You basically have to generate prospects to come in here. You need leads, prospects, people to come in here to buy, the groceries that you have on the shelves or whatever, so you can pay the bills. Now, on the internet, this is your doorway that you have open for business. Now, on the internet, your doorway to your business is your capture page. See? Capture page, doorway to your business. Now, what a lot of people do is send people directly from their capture page right into their sales page. And they give them a thank you, and meanwhile their autoresponder is going to be sending them messages and everything because now they opted in on their list. But now, how do you get people to your capture page? Well, you're going to have a lead magnet, which I say is a bribe. Now, the bribe basically can be maybe a report on the business opportunity they're researching. Maybe it can be an ebook, or maybe some kind of software that they can use for social media, whatever it is. It's something that has value that you give them basically to get them on your list, so that you can begin to build a relationship where they get to trust you. Now, once they opt in on your list, rather than send them straight to the sales page, I send them straight over here to my Nerve Center, which is my WordPress blog. Why? Because even though I'm continuing to send them email on the WordPress blog, I can get to actually promote the service, product, or opportunity in more detail, and they can also get to know more about me more intimately. And I also could talk about the benefits from maybe team training or bonuses, or maybe upcoming events outlining the service, product, or opportunity, or upcoming social events with the team. We don't know, what might catch them, but the thing is, again, the first time they come to this sales page, if you send them straight there, a lot of times they won't buy. They don't buy on the first visit. And while they're looking around, what happens is, if you don't keep them in the loop, you'll never see them again. So basically, your autoresponder takes over, continues to send them all types of tidbits and information, send them back to your WordPress blog, which is going to actually give them more detailed information about you, your team, the bonuses, what you have to offer, or anything of value, and it's going to continue to keep sending them messages that's going to keep sending them back to the blog, providing more valuable information. And at one point, as this relationship is building, you're going to let the blog send them back to your sales page, right, to close the deal for you so you can get more conversions. Now, but the first all starts with getting people in that door. And you're going to get people in that door with your capture page by using social media, video marketing, SEO article writing, pay-per-click, form marketing, blogging, safe lists, free classifieds, phone broadcasting if you have to. Whatever it is, you're going to first expose them to this capture page that's going to have a lead magnet or a bribe, and then you're going to continue to market to them and keep them in the loop with your autoresponder. And then, you also want to track what's going on. That's a little bit more advanced, but you want to be able to track and tweak your capture page. Because let's say you're just getting 1 out of 100 prospects to opt in. Well, then you might be doing something wrong. You might have to tweak it. It might not be working out for you. You might have to change the headline, or maybe change how the capture page looks altogether, or maybe change your storefront. But you definitely might have to change the door. Sometimes changing your storefront, you'll figure out which part of the puzzle works as you begin to tweak it. Now, remember, you're basically trying to get people to your doorway through these means here, and then send them to your blog, and then continue to market them and build a relationship of trust, so they get to know, like you, and trust you a little bit more intimately through your blog, and also know more about your product, which is then going to send them to the sales page so you can get more conversions that way. Some people call it a triangle of success. They do it a different way, but this is a simple way. And I hope this video has been of value to you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye for now. But next up, we're going to go into basically getting this all set up. It's just a brief overview of everything that you need for long-term success in building your funnel. Well, anyway, this is Charles Pizza sign off again, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.